It can be both scary and stressful to purchase a home for the first time. And if you're a first-time home buyer, here are the top 10 things you need to know to stay safe.
They're going to freak you out. Actually, they're not. Stick with us. Number one, start saving right now. If you're planning on buying a home, there's some expenses that are going to come up and you're going to have extra money, not just the purchase price, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot of out-of-pocket expenses that you as a buyer will be responsible for. We're talking about the appraisal, the home inspections, and of course, the down payment, your prepaids and closing costs.
Setting up your escrow account.
Yeah.
That's the prepaids.
We usually estimate, about 3% of the purchase price of the home that you should have as cash in your bank account.
Yeah. So everybody's like, well, why do I have to have that extra 3%? Because that's not your down payment. That's not the 3%, 5%, or 10% or 20% you're putting down. That's over and above the purchase of the home. And here's what's happening. You're not actually losing your money, but it's going into prepay the first 4 or 5 months of your insurance, 6 months of interest on your home. You're setting up your escrow account. Now, it's still your money, but we have to have it at closing. And without that, we're not going to be able to successfully mortgage the property. So start saving now.
Number 2 is decide how much you can afford. And this is really going to go hand to hand. It's going to be a partnership with your lender. We're going to talk a lot more about that in a few minutes. But they'll look at your income, your debt. You really have to start thinking about what price range do I think I can afford in a home.
Easy way to do that is to think about what my payment should be each month and what can be afforded. And we can reverse engineer that for you when you're ready. But as she said, start thinking about how much you can afford. Number 3, check and strengthen your credit. There's a lot that goes into your credit score. How much you owe on your credit cards based on how much you can actually borrow against them.
If you pay on time.
Please pay on time. And if you haven't paid on time, start. There are credit repair companies that can help them as well if they have a challenge in their credit. But before we get to the credit repair companies, it's really important that if they're 6 months out, they know, okay, I'm going to buy a house, so let's start looking at it now. Don't wait until you're a month away.
Yeah, and check your credit. Yeah, the big 3 credit checking reporting agencies are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and they will give you a free credit report once a year. So just log on there and get your credit report and start looking at the things that you can eliminate or pay off to increase your credit score. And you know what, a little tip, don't close your credit accounts. Sometimes people will close out their Macy's card or something because they haven't used it in a while. Sometimes that can hurt you. Yeah,
well, it's established credit, and that's great. As long as you don't have a big debt on it, it's actually a very good thing. So get with your lender, talk to your lender as we're going through the pre-approval, which we're going to cover in just a minute, and make sure that you're working on your credit way before you're ready to close on your property.
And always pay your bills on time.
Always. Number 4, explore your mortgage options. That means it's not always the best idea to go with the first lender you speak to. We encourage you very strongly to shop it because the rates and the payments and the little fees, those add up, and that's a big difference in what you pay on a monthly basis.
We do have preferred lenders that we work with, and they don't like it when we tell our clients to go ahead and speak with another lender, interview them, but we're not really working for them, we're working for you. And so it's really important that you do get a good faith estimate from 2 or possibly 3 lenders. Once they pull your credit once, I think they can pull it again for like 30 days. So you won't be dinged, your credit score. That means your credit score won't go down if there's the same type of inquiry on your report. So get a few estimates. Number 5, research first-time home buyer assistance programs. Every county has one. It's very simple. Just type that into Google. First-time home buyer assistance program, Orange County, Florida, or Orlando, Florida. And it's free money. You know, you just have to go sit in, take a class, and get a little education, and they'll give you a grant to help you with your down payment on your house.
We had a client of ours that was looking into this, and we helped him with the process, and it was $30,000 grant on the purchase of a home under $325,000, and they don't have to pay it back, and the only requirement was that they live in Orlando, or in Orange County, and that they make less than $73,000 a year. It's amazing. Now remember, that's free money. So let's make this a part of our first-time home buying process for sure. Number 6, now we've talked about this a little bit earlier. Shop rates. It is important that you have the best mortgage rate. So we're going to recommend that you talk to at least 2 lenders and ask them, what are your fees? What are the little fees? The little $500 here, junk fee there. We want to know all of those because all of those come into your APR, annual percentage rate, how much you pay. Literally pay for your mortgage, not this, oh, well, it's only 2.5%, but your APR is 17%, meaning you're paying a heck of a lot more than 2.5. We want to know everything, and you need to know this too. Shop your rates. Enough said on that?
Enough said on that one. Number 7, get a pre-approval letter from your lender. It's very simple to do. You just call up your preferred lender. If you're working with us, we'll have you talk to ours. They'll have you fill out their online application, and within 15 minutes, you'll know your buying power. All they need is your employment history and really your social security number.
The pre-approval letter is so important in looking at homes and finding the right home. Imagine this. Imagine we don't have a pre-approval letter. It's a Saturday. We can't get in touch with a lender, which is criminal. Of course, we can get in touch with our lenders on Saturday. And we find the perfect home, but we can't submit an offer without the pre-approval letter, and there's other people looking. That causes a problem. Yeah. So make sure you get that pre-approval letter. We'll walk you through it for sure.
Number 8 is to choose the right real estate agents. Now, obviously, we're realtors and we would love to work with you, but that's okay. You can work with whomever you want. And we did an entire video on how to choose the right real estate agent, the one that's the most knowledgeable to represent you. And we'll drop that down below.
Absolutely. So working with the agent that feels comfortable for you is the only thing that matters. We'd love to help you, but it has to be somebody that you have confidence in, that you have a relationship with, and that you trust. Because they are going to be helping you in a very big purchase. We'd be honored to help you, but more importantly, we want to make sure that it's the right decision for you. Now, it goes without saying, this next one, number 9, let's pick the right house in the right neighborhood, because that's important.
It really is. And, we had a buyer not too long ago where they purchased in a particular subdivision. They didn't really do a lot of the research. And I always ask, you want to be close to work. I go through my whole screening process. But they wanted this one subdivision. After they moved in, they hated it. Within a year, we were relisting their house. So please think about your lifestyle. Think about your long-term needs. If you're a newlywed couple, are you planning on having kids? Are the bedroom sizes adequate? Is your yard big enough? You got to really think about this because it's a pretty darn big investment.
Your real estate agent is going to be able to help you with the surrounding community. Where's the shopping? What's the area like? Is it going up? Is it going down? These are all questions that you want to know. Pick the house, fall in love with it, and then trust your agent to help you determine if this is going to be the right long-term relationship for you.
And finally, number 10, and this is pretty darn important. Stick to your budget. I tell everybody that I'm working with to please stick with their budget. Whatever the lender says is your affordability, stick with that. Otherwise, you're going to be house poor. We don't want you to be house poor. We want you to have money to go on vacation, to go out to nice dinners, to buy your husband a gift. So stick with your budget.
Golf clubs. Golf clubs.
He wants golf clubs. I will get you some golf clubs.
Here's the thing. If you find a house, it's a perfect house, but it's $25,000 over budget, your real estate professional should be able to tell you what that looks like in monthly payments. It's a very easy formula to calculate out. This is important because, as Jackie said, being house poor is not the way to go.
No way, no.
We're going to make you money on the purchase. When it sells, you're going to have equity. You're going to have money that you're not taxed on. But let's stick to the budget going in so that you enjoy the entire process. And you're probably going to want to do some upgrades and repairs on your house. Everybody does. And it's yours, so you can paint it any color you want. All
right, well, we hope you found this video insightful. And if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel and give us a thumbs up, like it, what do you say? Smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button.
Subscribe button too.
If you have any comments or any questions, just drop a little comment below and we'll answer it for you.
And our email's down there as well. You can reach out to us or get on our calendar right away. Have a terrific day.
Bye.